Some paintings may be destined to remain forever a puzzle, and there is a really beguiling one in an upstairs bedroom. This requires sitting on the four-poster bed, predominantly 17th century oak, quite short, a bit tight, but rather conducive to good dreams. And the painting I want to show you is here. It's a portrait of a mother and child, and I encountered it in Christie's, South Kensington, about 10 years ago. It was described as a work by Walter Greaves, a 19th, early 20th century London-based landscape and genre painter. And I was immediately drawn to the subject matter. Being a bit of a hands-on father, I can remember those moments with a baby after the bath. A mother and baby sits in the right-hand corner. In the foreground, one of those big old-fashioned cauldrons or what have you for bathing the baby. Towels are on the floor. There's a tray of baby accessories on the left. And warmth seems to enter the picture partly by the gas fire in the background. And that stripy wallpaper also rather sort of embalms you. But it's also the warmth of what's being imparted by the subject matter, that lovely moment of communion after the bath between a parent and their baby. But the mood and subject of this painting is all the more surprising when I tell you it's provenance, because this came as part of the contents of Langans brasserie in Mayfair and its sister restaurant, Odin's. Odin's is now closed, but the brasserie is still open. And it was founded in 1977 by a chap called Peter Langan, who was a larger-than-life alcoholic Irishman who went into business with Michael Caine and in the late 70s and 80s became the go-to place for glitterati. The walls were covered with art. This was one of the characteristics of the decor. A cornucopia to the eye, including works, paintings by David Hockney. I can remember as a fledgling art dealer working just around the corner, hearing about the extraordinary nocturnal happenings there. And every night they had live jazz, which very much set the mood for the place and also for the art. And so it was in this chic, sort of glittering maelstrom of activity that this picture almost certainly hung. Where, I don't know, perhaps someone might remember it. But there is a mystery, a puzzle to this picture. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see that it's very prominently signed Greaves. Now, I would put the date of this to around about the 1950s, the reason being the mother's rather built-up hairstyle, the dress she is wearing, the ceramic gas fire behind. I also think that it's quite possible that the artist is portraying his wife or partner because of the prominent oil painting above the fireplace. It's a little bit grand and out of sync for the type of interior, but try as I might, no Greaves that I've looked up fits the bill. The Walter Greaves that Christie's described it as died in the 30s, and anyway he was stylistically very different. There are other Greaves around, including a chap called Derek Greaves, who got going in the 40s and 50s and was part of the kitchen sink school. But stylistically, he's too hard-edged. It's really curious, because certainly Greaves has a sense of confidence about him or herself, if the signature's anything to go by. But what I think is clear about the influence upon this artist is those post-impressionist works by artists like Bonnard and more particularly Vuillard in Paris in the earlier part of the 20th century. The feeling of an intimate interior. But perhaps we'll never find out who this Greaves person was. And does that really matter? I have to say, I rather love this picture being here in this room. It seems to fit. As odd as that might seem, because this is, what, a 1950s urban scene, and this is an early 17th century country manor house. But this painting is about birth, it's about renewal, it's about a fundamental aspect of life that this place has witnessed. And I can't help feeling that the tones and colours and subject matter of this picture fit the gentle rhythm of the generations of people who've lived here. Next week we're going to go outside into what will be the meadow in spring and show you inside a portrayal of that subject matter, which is very close to me. So wherever you are in lockdown, take care. This does seem to be a very protracted and long one, but we will be through it. See you soon.